More and more homeowners are coming face to face with animals like these bears here in Florida. FWC says they are getting more and more calls to deal with them in yards and neighborhoods. So how can we limit these types of interactions? Well, Fox 13's Evan Moon is live for us in Tampa tonight to share a new report that actually has some recommendations for us, Evan, because I don't think any of us really want to come face to face with a black bear in our neighborhood.
That's right, Allie, and we will have some tips. We know this could be because of development in rural areas. This could also be because non-natives are moving to Florida and they don't know what to do when they encounter one of these animals. But we did speak with the FWC as well as conservationists who have some tips for how to coexist with these animals. In Florida, we have bears, coyotes, raccoons, sharks, and of course the famous alligator, among many other wild species on land and sea. But as the state's population continues to grow, wildlife officials say they've seen a more than 33% spike in human encounter calls just in the last few years.
As we see more poorly planned development sprawl out into wild places, that not only means the destruction of habitat for species, but it also means more interactions between people and wildlife.
Elise Bennett works in Tampa Bay, overseeing the state's conservation efforts. She says there are ways to prevent interactions.
Florida really needs to focus growth in urban centers and give our wild neighbors room to roam and move freely without us getting in their way. But when it comes down to just how do we deal with those interactions when they do happen, I think we absolutely need more education. But if they know what to do to keep themselves safe and to feel safe, it feels less like a conflict.
The FWC sent Fox 13 a statement saying as Florida's population continues to increase, the number of interactions between people and wildlife also increase. Increases in the number of calls to the Wildlife Assistance Program may also be a result of increased public awareness about the program. In recent years, the program has increased efforts to make people aware that they are available to provide information about methods to prevent human-wildlife conflicts. Still, groups like the Florida Wildlife Corridor Foundation say it's important to protect spaces purely for wildlife in the state.
As we see our human population grow, we're going to have to be more and more thoughtful about how what we're doing impacts our wildlife, in particular when it comes to endangered species like the Florida panther. But even our more common species are feeling the squeeze too.
Now, as we talked about, Elise tells me that new residents to the state could also be causing a surge in these calls. They see a gator, they might be scared, but she hopes that more education can teach people how to react and be safe in these situations. In Tampa, Evan Moon, Fox 13 News.